Ewa. Uno uovato.
Why are you panicking? Who's going on?
Because it's getting on my nerves, isn't it? That someone will come on and I'll say, write something and you don't know, not many things happen. It's annoying.
Well, you want to teach and don't have patience.
Have patience, you don't have patience.
If you have patience, why are you complaining?
I'm not complaining.
No.
Bye.
Bye, Lincoln.
I'm just saying something. Instead of you supporting the
I'm telling you to have patience. I'm not moaning or something. Okay. May I see me betray? Maybe.
Hello, people. Okay, can you all let me know if you can hear my voice? Just type in yes, you can hear me, please. If you can hear me, just type in yes. Today is going to be very interactive, so I want you guys to talk to me. So when I ask anything, I want a response. I want you guys to respond to my questions. So if you can hear me, please type back yes. Can you guys hear me? Ben can hear me. What about the other two? Carl and Michael, can you hear me? Hello, can you guys hear me? Ben can hear me. I want to know if the other two can hear me. Carl, can you hear me? Carl, can you hear me? Right. I'm not getting a response from Carl, so I'm going to move on. As I said, today is going to be interactive, so I want to get response from you guys. So please do respond to me. Right, last week I gave an assignment. I gave you guys an assignment. Today, Ben, you're disqualified from answering the the answer. So I'm not going to wait for the answer, but as I am going, as I'm teaching, I want the others to bring out the answer. So if you were here last week or you've watched last week video, please um, do type in the answer for me. All right. Okay. I have also going back to last week. I did said I was going to send something through an email for you guys to respond back to me, but I didn't simply because I wanted us to do it all together, not as a lesson, but a quick review of what I was going to send you guys. So I have what I was going to send here. So we are going to go through it for the next 5-10 minutes. Okay? But I want you guys to respond back to me. Because if you don't, then we're going to waste time on this. Okay? So this was what I was going to send and I wanted a reply, but as I said, we're going to do it here. So I want you guys to reply back to me now. And I said now, within 3 seconds. Right, okay. So I was going to send a few questions for you guys to respond. So I'm going to show you the questions. The first one is, um, do you think you have the ability to pass all the exams necessary to fly a plane? Do you think you have the ability to pass all the exams necessary to fly a plane? It's a question. I want an answer. Ben say yes. Okay. I'm waiting. Do you think you have the ability to pass all the exams necessary to fly a plane? Okay. If if you can hear me and you can't reply, if you can hear me and you can't reply, just send your answer to the WhatsApp group. I'll see it. If you can type your answer in there, send it through the to the group chat. I will see it in the group chat. Okay, send the answers there. Because sometimes I think people do have network issues, so they can't reply straight away. So once you hear me and you want to reply, send the reply to the chat group. Okay. So the first question, I've got an answer from Ben. Do you think you have the ability to pass all the exams necessary to fly a plane? Send your answer to the group chat. The second question, do you think you are capable to speak 5 different languages fluently? Again, if you can, send your answer. If you can't, send your answer. Maybe send your answer. Or you can't never do that, send your answer. The third question, do you think you could learn? Ben said no. Okay. Do you think you could learn to play? Do you think you could learn to play the piano or violin to concert standard? Do you think you could learn to play piano or violin to concert level? Okay. Do you think you could develop the skills to become a Formula One driver? Do you think you could develop the skills necessary to become a Formula One driver? Okay. Do you think you could ever study hard enough to become eminent brain surgeon? Do you think you could ever study hard enough to become eminent brain surgeon? Okay. Do you think you have the ability to generate enough earnings to retire in 10 years' time without having to work or worry about money again? Do you think you have the ability to generate enough earnings to retire in 10 years' time without ever having to worry about money? Right. Okay. Right. That's all the questions. And in case you watch this later, send your answers. I'm going to write them down. Okay. So if you are not here today and you watch the video later, send your answers to the WhatsApp group and I'll write them down. Once I get all the answers, I will tell you guys why um, I asked those questions. All right, so I've got Ben's answers here. I've got Michael's answers. So I'm waiting for Carl. I'm waiting for Churchill. I'm waiting for all the others. So send your answers to the WhatsApp group, and then I'll tell you why I want them this week. So next week, when we meet again, I'll tell you why, and then I'll explain. Okay, so let's move on to today's lessons. Right, last week, um, as I said, we were going to go through how to open a demo account with the broker. By now, you should know about brokers, and I told you guys we're gonna open a demo account with FX Pro, which is the broker I use for demo trading. Okay, so we're gonna go through the process, and I expect you to do the same thing today and have the account today. Once you have the account, we're gonna log in into the account and download the platform that we're going to start using today. So I expect everyone, as I said on the WhatsApp group, I expect everyone to have computers in front of you to download and sign in. So let's begin. So to open an account, you don't need much. All you have to do is just go to the broker's website. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the broker's website, which was FX Pro. So we go to www. No, actually, let's go to Google, and then when you get to Google, type in FX Pro, and it should bring you to this results, and you just scroll down and see FX Pro, the world's #1 forex broker. There. So just click on that. Okay, and then once you get here, all you have to do is go to create account. Right, when you get to creating the account, I hope you guys read the 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 link I gave you last week to read, which I gave an assignment on that. You should realize that some of the brokers needs to be regulated. So it's the most regulated brokers are the best ones to go for. Okay, so the regulators we have, if you read the link that I gave you, we have the Financial Conduct Authority, which is the FCA, and then we have the SEC, which is the security in Cyprus. Okay, because we are in England, I will go for the Financial Conduct Authority because they regulate they um they regulate this broker in England. And then when you go to Europe, when you're outside England, then you can use the SEC or SciSec. So if you are outside England, I would recommend going for SciSec. But if you're in England, go for the FCA, which is the Financial Conduct Authority. Okay, and all you have to do is just put in your your details. So you're gonna put in your email and your password, and you put your name. So I'm actually gonna create one for my wife. I've already got one, so I can't use my details. So I'm going to create one for my wife. So I'll enter a dummy one, email, because this is the internet, everybody can watch it. So I'll not put her real email. This is a dummy email. And I'll create the password. Then I'll put her first name. And I'll put her last name. Then country of residence, I'll put UK. And I'll just click next. You're asking for personal details. So the personal details are there. Gender, female. All these have to be real because when you create the account, we are going to use the demo. But when you finish practicing with the demo, they will have a live. So the demo is like fake money. You're trading with the fake money, but at the same time you have a live account. So you can create a live account within this account that you're creating. So every information there has to be real. You can't put fake information because when you start trading and you start making money, even before you start trading live, they will require you to send um, identification. So they will require you to send like a passport or driver's license if you have one, or an ID card, anything that identifies you. So they are going to, find out. So don't put fake information if you want to trade for real money. So I'll put date of birth, telephone number. That one, sometimes you can put a fake one because some of them will just bombard you with calling all the time. I do get that sometimes on our house one. You just They'll just keep calling you to put money in your account and trade, basically. But you don't need that right now, so you can change these ones later. The telephone number, you can change it later. So I'm going to put some number there. Okay, so once I've done that, I'll just click next. And as I said, this is serious. When you're trading forex, the brokers, especially the ones that are regulated, like they want every information. They want to know that even if you are putting real money, they want to know that you work. So maybe you're not getting money from anywhere to put in your account to trade. They want to make sure that you do actually have a job. So if you have a job, then you can trade. If you don't have a job, I don't think they will let you trade because they don't know your source of income. So you have to have a job or some source of income to prove that the money that you're going to put in the account is real. So employed, what kind of employment, uh, education, uh, what level of education, and high school. annual income. Yeah, that one will do. What is your estimated net worth? Now, that's a good question. How much do you think you're worth? So, whatever you think you're worth, then you put it there. Basically, when you sell all your belongings, your assets, or whatever money you have in your account, how much do you worth? Some people are zero, some people are 1 million. So put wherever you are. I'll put this one because it's rich. Source of wealth, source of wealth, and employment. Just put others. Just don't put more information there. How much do you expect to deposit in your account in the next 12 months? Between 0 and 10,000, because you are now learning. So when you're learning phase, you don't want to go mad. So between 0 to 10,000, that means you can put just £100 or £50. So what is the reason you want to open an account with FX Pro? So your reason will be to trade CFDs, all of it. Yeah, just take all of it, because as time goes on, you will learn all the other stuff. So you can learn all the stuff that we're going to learn. You can use the same skills to trade shares, and you can use the same skills to trade indices and commodities like trading gold and silver and oil and stuff like that. So take all of them, and then they will ask you, are you a US citizen or US resident? Basically, the UK brokers, they don't like registering US residents because they want to dodge the tax system. So when you start making when you start making a lot of money, um, you have to pay tax. Okay, so what the US residents or the US traders do is they open an account here, and then they trade, make the money, and they don't pay tax on it. They will rather keep the money here. So because of that, all the brokers do ask if you are US resident, because if you are US resident, you will be subject to tax back home in the United States. But some of them don't allow US traders for some tax reasons. They don't allow US traders. So just take no, you're not. And they'll ask you, do you have trading experience? Um, yes, you have to put yes. As if you put no, they they're gonna put your account on a different file. What I mean by that is these brokers are very sneaky, so they can know that this guy is not experienced, so they will be keeping an eye on your account, because they know that you don't know anything about trading. So your account will be um like a sheep ready to be slaughtered. Your account will be like a sheep ready to be slaughtered. Any money you put in there, they know that you're going to lose all of it. So put yes. You you have, and then they'll ask you how many years. Just put between 1 and 3 for now. How many times have you traded on the above products in the past 12 months? Just put above 50. Everything, make sure you put that you've done it, so that they don't monitor your account, basically. What what would you what would be the required margin for one lot if your leverage is okay? So this is one thing that I needed to I needed to explain to you guys something called leverage. Um, Leverage is basically using small money to control big money. Okay, um, they're just trying to test your knowledge here to know if you do know what they want to. They want to test your knowledge to see if you actually know. Yes, leverage. The lot I explained to you guys last week, that is the quantity that you want to buy. So one lot is basically 100 mini lots. So let me go back to the slide. Let me use this one. Okay, let me just get rid of this. Get rid of this. Come in here. Okay. So leverage. Let's do this before we continue on the account creation. Leverage. So if if your account, the leverage that they give you, they say 1:100. So what 1:100 means is, if you have an account of £100, okay, you can control, or you can buy in the forex market with the 100. You can buy or you can control 10,000. Yeah. So with £100 account, you can buy currencies with the broker 10,000. So having £100 in your account with the broker is like having £10,000. So basically, the broker is giving you like credit. Let me call it credit. It's not credit, but I would say credit in the sense that you wouldn't get that 10,000 in your account. They just give you that leverage. It's like they allow you to use your £100 to control the 10,000. So if you have an account of £1,000, then your leverage would be 100,000. Yeah. So when you buy in, let me go to the platform. When you buy in, okay. Um, let me go into this one. Right. So you see here, Ben, this is the one mini lot I was talking about. So the 0.01 is a one mini lot. Okay, and then the one standard lot that they've written on the website is one lot. This one lot that they've written there is basically that one. Yeah. So they are asking you with that one lot and a leverage of 1:100, what will the required margin be? Let's let me put margin here. We're gonna go through margin. Does the leverage make sense? Does the leverage make sense? Hmm? If it makes sense, tell me. If it doesn't, I'll go over it again because it's important to understand. Okay, so when you have a broker like this, they can give you any leverage that you want. But when it comes to Forex, because higher leverage means higher risk. So if you have a broker that offers you 1:500, I'm sorry, 1:500 leverage, that means one with £500, you can actually control. You just multiply 500 by 500. Yeah, so you multiply 500 by 500. That's how much you can control. But because it's like two-edged sword, if you make profit, your profit is big. If you make a loss, your loss is big. So it's like two-edged sword. High leverage is always pushed onto new traders because they don't understand it. So when you don't understand leverage, they give you high leverage and then you trade and then you lose all your money quickly. And I've been through that several times. Um, with this company called Plus 500, they give you 500 to 1. And when you place your trade and you're winning, you win big quickly. But when you're losing, you lose big quickly. And because new traders don't understand what they're doing, they lose more than they win, so they lose quickly. But if you have a low leverage of 100, or maximum for new traders 200, then you stand a chance. But it all depends on your knowledge basically. But you stand a chance with 200, you can trade more than with the 500, because with 500 leverage you are just setting up for death when it comes to forex. So leverage is basically, it's like the broker is borrowing you the money, but you wouldn't see it. When you place the trade, they will. It's in the software that you're going to use. The software that when we finish, um, we're going to download. It's in there. All right. So that's leverage. Lot. Now I hope, Ben, you understand the lot. The lot is the quantity you want to buy. That is the quantity you want to buy. So if, let me show you this trade. So this trade, oops, yeah. yeah, so this trade, sorry, how to get rid of the line, that's not happening, so let's leave it. But look on the left here, yeah, when I bought this pair, Aussie, we call it the Aussie yen or Australian dollar, Japanese yen. I bought this pair, but when I bought with 5 mini lots. So I bought with 5 mini lots, not 5 standard lots. 5 mini lots, 5. Yeah, and then when it got up there, I closed part of the lots. I closed part of it for my profit, and I leave the rest. I want the rest to go up, and then it came down again. It came down again, and then I bought another 5. Yeah, so that's the lots. But don't worry about this because we're gonna go through it as we progress. Yeah, so you're gonna understand it properly. But that is the lots. Again, the lots that you're going to buy will depend on your initial deposit. That is why they're asking you your margin requirement. The required margin is how much money. Let's talk about this now. How much money the broker will set. What's the difference between the mini and standard? Right. The mini is 1,000. Sorry, 1,000. That's mini. And then the standard is, oops, 10,000. So the the sorry, 10,000. No, 100,000. When you trade standard, you must have huge money in your account for you to. I don't even trade standard yet because standard is crazy. When you're trading standard, you have to make sure you have a lot of money in your account. You have to have a lot of money in your account simply because of what I was going to explain here, margin. Yeah. So margin is the money your broker will take from you and set it aside to cover your position. So when you take a trade, okay, um, okay, let me show you guys this. Then you understand. Okay, look on this. This will make sense because this FXCM, this is FXCM by the way. This broker makes it much easier. So if I want to take a trade, it's the same as the one I'm showing you on the other platform, but on this platform they don't break down the margin properly, but on this one they do. That's what I'm showing you guys on here. So the margin when you want to buy or sell any of the pairs, let's say this is the US dollar. This is the US dollar against the Swiss franc, the Switzerland money. Switzerland, yeah. So the lots again is here. So that's the 1 mini lot. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. Yeah. And that's 100. But because on this platform, my account is not up to the standard. That's why they give me up to 100. Yeah. They give me up to 100 because my account is not that big enough yet. So they can't give me more than that. But what I wanted to show you guys is this margin. So if I buy just one lot, which is this, if I buy one mini lot, sorry, one mini lot like that, not standard, mini. Yeah. If I want to buy, they are going to set aside on my money, the deposit that I put with the broker. They are going to put aside £8. So £8 is what they are going to set aside for the position or for the trade that I'm going to take. They are not going to take it from my account. No, they are using it to cover the position. Yeah. So when you make the trade and you win, they're gonna release that £8 and your margin will go up again. But if you lose, they're still gonna release the margin, but you will lose the money that you've lost. So if I come here, they actually break it down properly for you to see. See here, it says used margin. So I've taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades. All right, and all those trades they've set aside £160 as margin to cover all those positions that I've taken. Yeah, they've taken £160 to cover the positions that I've taken, and each individual trade they've put the margin that is required there. So on this one, because I bought 2 lots and one is £8, they took 16. The New Zealand USD, because I bought 6 of them, they took 18. The CHF and the CAD, Canadian dollar, and the Swiss franc, because I bought 2, they've taken 28. So every pair is different. Every pair margin is different. Every pair margin is different. But the high risk, when I say high risk pairs, is the pairs that the brokers considered as high risk. High risk because sometimes they move crazy. So those ones they put higher margin to cover your position. That's why the Swiss franc has got a higher margin, because the Swiss franc, the CHF pair, is considered as high risk. So they take a lot of margin for that. And then the Australian US dollar, I have 4 positions and they've taken only 14 because that's a low risk pair. And on the Australian Canadian dollar, I took 12 positions and the margin is 84. The margin is 84. So that is the margin. So the margin is the money they will take aside for you to be able to trade the pair that you've chosen. So bear in mind that, because once your margin, let's say now at the moment I'm over them, I'm over my deposit. I've got more than what I put in there, so my margin is higher. But if I was to go down to, like, if I was losing, or if I was losing all the money, this margin level will drop all the way to 5%, if you're losing all your money, which I pray will never happen to you guys. It has happened to me several times on this platform. Um, the percentage will show you. So now I'm on 88%, which is good. Always make sure your margin is above 50. Don't go below 50, because if you go below 50, that means you are doing the wrong thing completely. 50 is even higher. Always make sure you are higher than maximum to be safe, above 70. Yeah, at the moment I'm on 80, so I'm on green. If I drop below 50, this one will turn to yellow, and if I drop below 10, this will turn to red, big red, and then you start sweating like, what is going on? So always make sure your margin is green, healthy. Yeah, so that is the margin. So let's go back to what led us to that um, long conversation. So they're asking, what would the required margin for one lot? Now, the reason why they are asking that is because of what we've put here. Is because of what we've put here. Since we said we know how to trade, yeah, then they expect us to know these answers. If if I was to change them, do you have any trading experience? And I put no. Do any of these apply to you? I have a relevant preferred da 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 da. None of the above. They're still gonna ask you, because they wouldn't let you trade. If you read here, trading is considered to be high risk. Don't be scared about the high risk, because risk can be controlled. Everything is risk anyway, right? Because they consider trading as high risk, because you stand a chance of losing your money, which a lot of people do because they don't know what they're doing. They want to make sure you understand what you're going to do. They want to make sure you fully understand what you are getting yourself into. Because if you don't, they wouldn't let you do it. That's why when you lose your money, you can't complain to anyone. Yeah, when you lose your money, you lost it on your own will, because they didn't force you. You said you know what you're doing, and they gave you the platform to do it. Yeah, so if you mess up, it's not their mess. That's why they do ask you a lot of questions, just to make sure you do understand what you're doing, right? So let's go back to what I did. Yes. Uh, there, there. So let's actually do this together. What would be the required margin for one lot? So the one lot will be, let's use this platform. Let's go to Euro USD. I'm actually going to buy this pair on this platform very soon, because it's come down too much. It has to go up. So let's create. So this is £5 if I buy just one. So if I buy one standard, it'll be £500. Yeah, the 100 is one standard lot. So I go back here. So what would be the required margin for one lot, which is 100,000 euros, if your leverage is 100 to 1. So we are dealing with euros, so I'll put 500 euros. Yeah, I hope it makes sense. And then say, what type of closing order can you use to help limit losses when trading? So when you're trading, you have an entry where you buy, and you have an exit where you get out. So the exits are two. It's either you win or you lose. When you win, you use something called take profit. So let me go on the platform. Let me show you guys. So I have a trade. Yeah, that is my entry. This is my entry. That's where I enter the trade. And where do I want to get out? Take profit. That's what we call it. You want to take your profit here. Yeah, that's your take profit. And then we have something called stop loss. So if you are losing, let's say this trade will turn around and start coming down. Yeah, and if it start coming down and it passes this line, the entry, if it passes the entry, anything below it is a loss because I'm buying. It's like you want the thing to go up. So if it's going down, then you're doing the opposite thing. So you are losing. So when you are losing, there's a certain limit that you want to cap it. So you can say, okay, if I buy here and it gets to here, it shouldn't go below this. If it does go below this, then close my trade. So we use something called stop loss. Yeah. So if I drag this, you can see on here we got SL. SL means stop loss. So if it goes below this line, I want to get out from the trade minus £11. If I'm losing, I want to lose this £11. That's the stop loss. But don't worry about this. We're gonna go through it when we finish downloading the platform. So if I go back and choose what type of closing order can you choose to help limit losses when trading, the answer is a stop loss order. Yeah. I expect you guys to open the account, so don't just watch. Open the account because we are going to finish this, and then once we finish, you're gonna download the platform, as I said. So stop loss order. The market moves by 2%. Trading with which leverage will lead to largest potential profit or loss? Okay, so the market moved 2%. What they mean by 2% is every day we have open price. So every day the market open at a certain price. Okay, let me go on this one. I have to change it back later. Is it this one? One of them had it open back. Sorry guys, let me not this one. Not this one. Not this one. This one, that's it. Okay. Have you seen this line? This blue line. That blue line. That is the opening price. So price open at this time. That's where price open. Sorry. So every day there's a price, a certain price will open at. So let's say today price today price will close at 2. Yeah. Tomorrow price will open at 2 or 2.1 depending. So when they open the market, price will open, and the opening price will be the price for the day. Now when the price moves 2%, it means from where it opened is gone up 2%. So from the opening price, So from here, this line, it has gone up 2%. That's what they mean by the question they're asking. So on here, they're asking the market moved by 2%. So what do they mean? It means when the market opened at this price, it has moved up. It has moved up 2%. Yeah. So when that happens, it says with which leverage will lead to the largest potential profit or loss. Now remember when I was saying about the leverage, what kind of leverage will make you quick money and what kind of leverage will make you lose quick money? I want an answer quick one. If you remember what I've just taught you about leverage, type the answer very quick. Which leverage will make you make money quickly or make you lose money quickly? So they've put the leverages there. Let me just go there. So if if market moves 2%, which leverage will lead to the largest potential profit? Quick answer, please. No, the leverage. So which leverage will make you make the money quickly? Is it 1 to 5, 1 to 50, 1 to 100, or 1 to 500? Like I explained during the leverage. So leverage, they will give you leverage. They'll give you either 1 to 25. They start from 1 to 1, but 1 to 1 is for millionaires. Like you have to have millions in your account before you have 1 to 1. Because if you have £100, you can't. 1 to 1 is not for you. You can't do anything with 1 to 1 because with your £100, you can't buy anything, right? So 1 to 1 is for millionaires. 1 to 25 is for people that they're not millionaires, but they have a bit of money. Yeah, and then you come to 1 to 100, which is for people that have anywhere between 5 grand upwards. Yeah, and then 1 to 200 is for people below 5 grand. So if you have less than 5 grand, then you go for 1 to 200. And then anything below, that's the new traders that I was talking about. They come in thinking they're gonna make money quickly, so they go for 1 to 500 because 1 to 500 will make you money quickly, but it will make you lose money quickly. Yeah. So Ben, you're right. It's 1 to 500. Yeah. And then last question: how will you feel react in case you lose that amount as a result of trading? That's a good question. How will you feel? How will you feel? Tell me, guys. How will you feel if you lose that amount? Is this assuming your deposit capital is an amount you can afford to lose without affecting your capability to meet your financial obligation? So what they're saying is any money you put in your trading account, if you lose it, it's not going to affect you. As in, that's not your life savings, or that's not your school what do you call it? Your student finance. That's not your money you borrow from your credit card. That's not the money you borrow from your credit card, because all the above that I've listed, if you lose it, you're gonna go mad. So the money you put into trading, Okay, that's life. You win some, you lose some. Um, okay. So you will not be upset. Um, you will not get upset with no one because no one forced you to do it. Um, you'll be upset for a while and maybe continue trading, maybe not. But the right answer is that's life. You lose some, you win some. You win some, you lose some. Okay, that's the mentality you have to go with any amount you put in your trading account, because whatever money you put in the trading account, you are you are putting it there because you want to make money out of it. It's not something that you want to spend, because if you want to spend it, you wouldn't put it in your trading account. Yeah. So make sure whatever money that when you start trading live, you put in there should be some money that you know that if you lose it, it's not going to affect you. But mostly, all new traders put money that will affect them, simply because every new trader comes in to make money because they don't have enough. That's why they come into trade. Yeah. So whatever money is because they've struggled to get that money. That's why almost I won't say the percentage, but most new traders, when they lose their money, they quit because they can't afford to lose another money. But only the serious ones or the persistent ones will continue again, simply because and there is a way to make the money. So if you lose the money, it's because you are not following the right way to make the money. All right. So let me just continue. Okay, I'm almost there. So what platform are we going to use? Right. On on the on here, um on here on the platform, I've put two things. Right, we have that word, very complicated. I don't want to bite my phone. Proprietary platform. Yeah, proprietary platform. What that means is a platform for the company. So the brokers own that platform. Yeah, that's that one. And then you have the MT4. Now the MT4 is a general platform that everybody can use. You just have to have um, your broker's server. We're gonna go through it anyway. You just have to have the broker's server so you can connect to your account. So that's what I'm using. On here, I'm using an MT4 platform. This is an MT4 platform, but I have my broker's server. If you look down here, my broker's server is the live 04.newyork.04. That is what will connect you to the broker. So this connects me to IC Market, and this is a live account. It's not fake. Yeah. So and this one is the first one. So this platform is that word. I'm not pronouncing it anymore. It's that word, that platform. Yeah. And this one is the second one. That's the MT4 platform. Okay. So they are asking the account type. So we're going to use MT4. Now this broker has got C Trader as their first one, the first type of platform. So FX Pro, their proprietary platform is C Trader. Yeah, but we're gonna go for the MT4 because that's the easiest one to use. You can use it anywhere. Okay. Now they're asking us the leverage. How much leverage do we want? With with this question, with this question, you have to go with what what kind of money you have. Um, but I would recommend going for the 1 to 200. I would recommend going for the 1 to 200 simply because that's where your that's where your that's where your account will get up to. If you have anything above if you have anything above 5 grand, if you have anything above 5 grand, then you go for 1 to 100. Yeah. But when you start with the 1 to 200, as time goes on, if you make more money, you can reduce your leverage. So the more money you make, you keep reducing your leverage because the leverage is what is going to make or break you. Yeah. At the moment on my life, the one I'm trading, I'm using 1 to 200. I think I'm using 1 to 200 because I want to grow. Under normal circumstance, as a new trader, as a new trader, I will suggest going for you don't want to put a lot because trust me, you because you're new, you're gonna lose some money. I will put I'll put my hands there for that. You're gonna lose some money, but you want to make sure you lose it wisely. As in, if you lose it, don't lose it because you are doing something completely opposite of what you've learned, but you are losing it because you've done your analysis, you've done everything correct, but price didn't do what you expected. Then that is losing wisely. Yeah. So you've done everything right, but price didn't go your way. If that happens, that means you have done the right thing. But if you do the wrong thing and you expect price to go your way, that's losing foolishly. And as a new trader, I don't want you to lose foolishly. I want you to lose wisely, which is a journey that you have to go through. So I expect at least if you start with between 5 and 1,000, yeah, and then you start just trading one lot, just one. When you start, don't think of making money yet. Start thinking of learning the skills. Okay, start thinking of learning the skills because once you've got the skills, then you can start making the money. You can't make the money if you don't know what you're doing. So with the 500, between 500 and £1,000, you will learn gradually because you're not going to put huge risk on. So if you're gonna trade, you're gonna use just this one lot, this one, because one lot will not kill your account. Because if you lose, if I buy one lot, it will take me like, I don't know, price to go at abnormally like crazy. The country has to go bankrupt for me to lose £500. That's how crazy it is. So with that one lot, you can actually learn with your account. And then once you keep learning and your account keeps growing, then you can move to 2, then move to 3. But you do that as your account is growing and you knowing what you're doing more. So you don't put in 5 lots and then you don't know what you're doing. So price turn against you. Because let's say you put a trade on and you put just 1 lot. If it's going against you, it's like many cents. So it'd be like you're losing 2 cents, 4 cents. I'm sorry, P, 5p, 6p, 7p, 10p, 20p, and then 99p. But if you put 5 lots, then all of a sudden you're losing £5, £10, £20, £30, and then you start, sorry for my language, you start sweating because you feel like you're going to lose your account. Yeah, you freak out. So start with one and then gradually grow your account. So I'll suggest hand between 500 and £1,000 to start with under normal circumstance. Once you've graduated learning, yeah, and you have proven track, like you have proven records of that. Yes, I can follow my rules. I can stick to rules. I can be disciplined. Then you can start saying, okay, now I want to put like 5 grand. That's the next step. So you put 5 grand, then you start trading 5 lots, 5 lots, 5 lots, 5 lots. Then you start making a bit of money, like you can see on mine. And then you grow your account from there. Anything, if you put 10 grand, if you put 10 grand in the account, that means you know what you're doing. So that's where you're gonna start making crazy money. But that's when you actually know what you're doing. You turn on you turn on this platform. As soon as you turn it on, you can see, yep, price is going to go up because you've done it several times. So you know price is going up. Like I showed you guys on here, this thing has come down too much. So I'm going to buy it. Like you can see, it's starting to go up. I'm going to buy it and then go up. So that's the level you need to get to when you put huge money. So you be confident that it all comes with confidence. So yeah, between 500 and £1,000 then. So the leverage, like I said, we're gonna go for 1 to 200 for now. Yeah. You may select the leverage of your preference. However, the maximum leverage available is dependent on your risk tolerance as determined by the answer you provided. For any questions, please contact us after completion of the form. Okay, so what they are saying is, basically the leverage is okay, but it all depends on your risk because even if you take 1 to 200 and you do stupid stuff, you're still gonna lose your money anyway. So it doesn't change anything. The leverage doesn't protect you. What protects you is what if you know what you're doing, right? So just make sure you choose 1 to 200. The currency base, that's just normal. You have to choose which one you want your currency to be based. So it doesn't matter if you choose British pounds or US dollar, euro, whatever money you put in the account, they're going to convert it into the money you choose. But obviously, we are in England, so I'll choose GBP. Now, the vault currency is where it's money you put in the account, but it's actually not in the trading account. They have that system, and that's why I love these people. I've not started trading live yet. I'll trade live soon. Um, they have a vault where it's like a safe. You put the money there, and then when you're ready to trade, you just transfer that money into your trading account. Yeah, so you can put money in the account, but it will not be in the trading account. It will be in a wallet. That's what they call in the vault currency. So you just choose which one you want. Okay, so verify your profile now. I'll skip that one because they want you to send this stuff. So they want you to send an ID, they want to send your card, and they want you to send the proof of residence. Like as I said, they take stuff seriously. That's why you go for brokers that are regulated. That's why you go for brokers that are regulated. Yeah, because if they are regulated, they have to make sure they go through all this check. So when anything happens, you can actually go after them. So if they don't give, if you win and you want to withdraw money and they don't allow you, you can report them because they are regulated and you have your rights, so you can report them. So they have to go through all the security check to make sure that you're actually who you say you are. Yeah. So once you've done all of that, you just confirm, and this is up to you. If you want to receive news, if you want to receive their daily technical analysis, which I never do, don't listen to them, because one thing that I've learned is um, the brokers will do the analysis and send it to you, and then if you trade according to them, then obviously I'll leave that one for you to figure out when you start trading. Learn your own stuff and do your own stuff that you understand, not what someone is like, someone's I can't even pronounce the word. It's someone's point of view of the market, basically. Yeah. So if they are sending you their daily technical analysis, that's according to their trading plan and according to their trading rules. So if you want that, that's fine. But I don't want it, so I don't go for it. And then you choose your preferred language. You have a few languages there. Obviously, you just choose which one you want. But you want English, so I'll just complete. Let's see if I've done everything. I think so. So my account should be created. Oh, sorry. Yeah, done. Yeah, you have to think different. Don't listen to them. That's why you separate. It's like separating yourself from the crowd. You you should be an independent when it comes to trading. You should be an independent thinker. You look at what other people are doing. If it's the same, do the opposite, because majority of them are always wrong. It's like a head of kettle. Um, my 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 English is not on point, but when you have a lot of a head of kettle, yeah, I'm right. A head of cattle, whichever one. Yeah, anyway, a lot of cows. If you have a lot of cows together, a collective of cows, yeah, um, it's called a head of cattle or cattle, whatever. Yeah, when they are moving together, they all run the same direction. When something is happening, they all run in the same direction. That's how most of the traders are. They all think the same way. They read the same book, so most of them, majority of them, do the same thing. So you have to separate yourself from them. Watch them, but separate yourself from them. So like today, um, the Fed, if you guys remember the banks that controls each individual currency, the one that controls the U.S. currency is called the Fed. They gave they gave an announcement today, right? And I was browsing to see what people are saying. A lot of yeah, that's right, a lot of cows. If yeah, the Fed, they were giving some news today, and what I did was I was searching online to see what they're saying, but I was reading people's comment to see what people are doing. So most of the people were saying um, price is going to go up, price is going to go up, price is going to go up. But when I do my analysis and I check the technicals, price shouldn't go up, price should come down. Yeah. So majority were thinking price should go up, price should go up, price should go up. So when the news was about to come, this was where price was. Yeah. So people were thinking, oh, price should go up, price should go up. But according to the analysis that I've done, price should do the opposite. Yeah. So it went up a little bit, like people would think it's going to do, and then it turned around. Now it's turning around. So that's what I mean by thinking different. You have to look at what people are doing, and then you do the opposite, because majority of the time, the majority of them are wrong. Yeah. Okay. So now we've created the account. You should have your account ready. Yeah. When you create the account, there's before you trade live money, before you trade live money, you'll have to complete the process of um, sending them your identification stuff. So before we put money into the account, we will have to give them our documents. So you'll have to send them the passport or the ID. Yeah, the passport, the ID, and the proof of address, proof of residence. You have to send those three. Yeah, for them to allow you to trade live money. Okay. So up here you have your account. Yeah. Now you can open a demo. Yeah. Let me go back again and show you guys. So you can open a demo and you can open a live. So we're gonna open a demo and then we choose, pardon me, we're gonna choose partner service direct. Just leave it as is. The platform is going to be MT4. The currency base is going to be um, British pounds. The leverage, we're going to change it back to, like I said, you can change it. You're going to change it to 200. How much do you want? This is where new traders get it wrong all the time. When they want to trade demo or fake money, they always go for huge amount. You don't do that because well, I won't say never, yeah, but as a new trader, you should aim to have £500, £500,000 in your account to trade. So what you do is you trade with the money that when you get comfortable, you're gonna put in your account, the live money that you're gonna put in your account, because you're going to trade as if you're trading real money. So this money that you're going to put there, it has to feel real to you. It has to be like it's real. So 500,000, no, yeah, don't put that. Put 5 grand or 3 grand. I'll put five, because when you get comfortable, that's what you expect to put in your account anyway. Yeah, so you put 5 grand. That is reasonable because you can afford to put 5 grand and start trading. Yeah, so you put 5 grand and then you complete. Okay, so it says you have successfully registered for an FX Pro MetaTrader. MetaTrader is the MT4, we call it MT4, MetaTrader 4, MT4, MetaTrader 4 demo account. Now, they'll send an email to confirm that you've created. Now, the email that they'll send you will have the login details. So let me go into the email. like that. Not that one, this one here. And I'll type in the password. So I've logged into my email, and that's the email they sent me. FX Pro application demo empty for market demo account details. So if I click on there, they have your platform, login, and password, right? And I was telling you about the server. Now the server that you're going to use, you have to make sure you know it, because when you go on to to the platform, it will ask you for the server. Okay, so you have to take note of the server. So you have your login details and you have your password. Take note of them, and then go back to the account on the website, and then you download. You can do it on the phone. There's a platform. They have an app. So if you have Android, if you have um, iPhone, you can download it on your iPhone. But the reason why you don't do it, you can't study on the phone. So if you want to do your analysis and study, you have to do it on the computer. You only put it on your phone to manage trades. So when you have your trades on, then you can use the one on your phone to manage the trade. So if, let's say, you want to add position, you want to take profit, you want to close position, you can do it on your phone, but you can't study on the phone. So that's why you need a computer. So you're gonna download, because we are now going to learn. We're gonna download, or you have a normal laptop, you download, yeah. And I have already got one, so I'm not going to download. I have two of them actually, because I'm trading two accounts on this. So I have one from ETX, that's a different broker, and I have, because right now I know what I'll know what I'm doing, so I don't demo trade anymore. But you have to download FX Pro MetaTrader. Once you download it, I want you guys to do this before next week. So even if you are watching next week, I want you to come and have this platform ready. If you don't have this platform ready, don't attend classes next week, because you can't follow what I'm going to teach. Yeah. So next week, if you don't have this done, don't come online. It's as simple as that. Yeah. So I want to make sure you guys understand what we've done, and then you downloaded it and installed it. During the week, if you have any question, if you don't know how to do it, if you don't understand, message me on the Forex group, and then I will show you. Yeah. If you don't understand anything that I've gone through here, message me, I'll show you, and then you get it for next week. Because next week we're going to start being serious. Okay, so download it. Once you download this platform and you open, this is what you're gonna get. Let me look out this one. No, this one. Let me look out. Okay, when you go on there, this is what you're gonna get. You won't find anything there. You find something like this. File, yeah. Okay. Okay. This is what you're gonna get. Yeah. This is what you're gonna get when you log on there. Alright. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to file and you're gonna go to log to trade account. If you go to log to trade account, you can put in your details, but because you don't have the server on there yet, you'll have to go through this way. So open an account. Go through it this way. Go to file, go to open an account. Yeah. Once you go to open an account, see down here it says add new broker. This add new broker. Yeah. So you are going to go back to your email and copy the server that I was talking about. You copy that server and then you come back and you add that server here. Once you put the server name there, click on scan. When you click on scan, it's going to search for your broker. So this platform, anyone can use it. All they need is a server. So the account that you created, they gave you a server to trade on, and the server is fxpro.com-demo05. So you put that there and then you click on scan. It's going to go and scan and then bring the results back to you. So you just wait. You wait. That's the first one there. Okay. Once you scan, it's going to bring the server to you, and then you click next. When you click next, you don't open a new one. You go to existing, and then you type in your username, which is the platform login, copy, and then you paste. Oh, oh, it's not allowing me, so I have to type it. Right. They want you to be 100% right. I'm used to copy and paste. Yeah, that's it. I'm on the Mac, so it's different. The password, wrong one. I copy the password, and then I go and I put the password there. Yeah, once you've put the password, just click finish. It will automatically log you into your broker's platform. Yeah, but it's not logging me in. I think it's taking time. So I'll change it again, log in. Oh, yeah, when you put the details in again. This is my previous one, that's right. server super demo login. It's not logging me in. There should be an error. Let me try it on here because I want you guys to do this for next week. Account and add the broker server. So you guys can follow it like I'm doing. So you double click on the arrow and put the server there, and then you scan. Right, not available. The reason why it's doing that is because this platform, I downloaded it from ETX. So you can see down here, it's an MT4 platform, but it's for ETX. And this is MT4 platform, but it's for IC market. So I'll have to download this one for FX Pro. But I don't want to do it because I already have two on there. So if you guys just download this and then you go through the same process that I've just done, you can actually just put the details in. So once you install it, just go to File, open an account, put in the server that they gave you, which is in your email. Put the server there, and then you put in your once the server comes in, just click on it, go to next, put existing, login, password, and that's it. No, you don't need the identification for the demo, but you can send the identification to them just to get your account ready, because I'm going to treat you guys to if you have any money, yeah, I'm going to treat you guys to some trades. So whilst you're doing the demo, you can make some little change. So identify your account, yeah, identify your account, have a live account. Then when I see setups that is good for the account that you have, which is like, if I see trades, let me go back, login. Okay, when you log in, you should hear the sound. When you hear that sound, it means you've logged in. So you can see here that you've actually logged into your account. All right, this will show that you've logged in. If it's red, it means you're not logged in. Profile. What was my profile again? Default. I've opened a lot of currencies, that's why it's taking time. Right, okay. So if you open the live account and we see, if I see easy trades that is like very easy to see, like this one, then I can give it to you guys. You put in your live one, and then you trade, and then you start making a bit of money. Okay, so identify your account and have it ready. At the same time, we'll be doing, mostly you guys will be doing the demo. So even if we find trades like this, you will do it on the demo, and then at the same time I'll let you do it on the initially you wouldn't understand why I'm letting you take this trade. So it will be best if you have the live one, and then when I give it to you, you just do it as I give it to you. Yeah, you can access the demo account on your phone. They have MT4 platform on the web as well, so you can use the web. You can do it anywhere. You can access it anywhere. All you need is to have a MT4 platform. So if you have an MT4 platform, you can do it anywhere. You just have to use your server and your username and password. You can use your server and your username and password, whether the demo or the live. You can do that. So you can have the live. You can have the live one on the website on the web like this. I have one on the web. So I have MT4 here. So I can actually log in into my server here. So this is what you guys would do. You have your live one on the website, and then you have your real one and the demo one on here. So when I give you the trade, you come here and do the live one, and then you'll be making the money here, and then you just close it, and then you'll be doing mostly the demo on there. Yeah. So please do this for next week. If you don't do it, don't come. I'll be honest with you. If you don't do this, no lessons for you next week. So I'm going to put, when we finish, which in 10 minutes I'm going to wrap up. We're gonna put this. I'm gonna put this video link in the chat room. Anyone who is coming next week, if you're watching it, come prepared with your platform. If you don't come prepared with your platform, you are not coming to lessons. You are banned. You are cancelled. As someone will say, you are cancelled. Yeah. So do that, and then we can start learning. So enough of all the theory stuff. So we're now going to go on to practicals. All right. So that is for today. That is for today. But before we go, there's just I love my psychology and my philosophy and my weird way of thinking. Okay. I wanted to show you guys this. I have gone through a lot to come and show you guys this. I expect, like initially I said, I expect determination, discipline, and what was the last one? I can't remember the last one. I expect discipline and commitment. Determination, discipline, commitment. If you can't commit, if you can't give me none of that, I will not, I will not, I mean, entertain you. Okay? I'm gonna show you guys this so you understand that what I am doing for you guys is priceless. To go and learn this somewhere else, this is what they'll be charging you. Okay? For starter student, which they don't teach you anything here, you just learn a few things, you pay nothing. But for you to learn properly, you have to pay £250 a month. Yeah. And then if you want to pay annually, yearly, you have to pay 2.5 grand every year. All right. That's that's this company. They are very good. They are very good. I was looking at them. Um, I signed up, but I'm not paying because I don't need them. I just wanted to show you guys what I'm doing for you guys. So I expect commitment, determination, and discipline. If I'm not getting that, I'm gonna just focus on the few that will give me that, and then the rest I'll cut you off. I'm going to be honest because I don't want to waste my time. I spend a lot of time reading, studying, and analyzing. So I don't want to waste time on people that are not serious. This is what they're charging. The others that I'm going to show you, I've actually paid and gone through their training. These people, for 3 months, to study for 3 months, they're gonna charge you £65 a month. So after 3 months, you're done. You'll be using their website, and after 3 months, you're done. If you 6 months, after 6 months, you're done. So you're on your own. And if you want to do a year, £65 a month, long term, you pay 650, and then after a year, you're done. You have to go on your own. For a lifetime, one-time payment, yeah, for a lifetime, you have to pay this amount, and then you go and learn. It's not like you're paying and then they'll give you trades to go and trade and make money. No, you pay this money and then you have to spend time to learn it again. Yeah, so you're paying money and then you're spending time. And then if you want a one-on-one coach, like I'm doing for you guys right now, if you want a one-on-one for 6 months, and they'll just do 24 hours, 4 hours per month, 4 hours per month for 6 months, you're gonna pay 4,955. Yeah. So I actually sign up for this and I pay this amount. I still have the account, so I I just go there to read sometimes. Not anymore, but I use them to get to where I am today. And then the last one I want to show you guys, this is the craziest one. This is where I started from, and I've actually got the the certificate, because once you graduate they'll give you a certificate. I've got the certificate which certifies me that I'm a professional forex trader, and this is what you pay. You pay $12,005, like crazy, $12,005. But this is different in the sense that they have lessons every I think they have lessons every day, not every day, once a week or every day, something like that. Every day they have something going on. But this is, if you are going to pay, I'll recommend going for this to do it because they are top. Yeah. So if you want to do it and you want to pay, you go for that one because this is the best. And I paid. I didn't finish paying, by the way, because like I said, I went there to make money, but you know, because I was new, I paid I think about half of it, and then I was not making the money. It was not making sense to me. I was losing more than I was winning, so it just didn't make sense. But it was all down to discipline. I was not disciplined enough to learn, to take my time and learn, because I just wanted to make the money, which is the wrong way of studying. I should have taken my time, go through the process, learn properly, and then start trading. But because I was paying this kind of money, sometimes I'll get to the end of the month and I don't even have the money to pay. So I was thinking, okay, if I'm trading live and I'm learning, yeah, I can make money and use that profit that I make to pay them. But no, it was not happening. So I got to a certain point and I was like, nope, I'm not paying anymore. I am not paying anymore. So I paid about, this is US dollars anyway. When it comes to pounds, if you go through their enrollment courses, there you go to first seminar, then you go to 3 day seminar. When you go for the 3 day seminar, they'll give you a discount. So the discount was about, it was £8,500, and I paid half of it, and then I just stopped because I just couldn't afford it anymore. Yeah. So this is how much, if you're going to learn, it's going to cost you, and I've paid half of that, and I've paid that to learn, right? So I've taken time and I've taken a lot of effort putting into this to show you guys. If you're not serious, I'm not going to force you. I'll just kick you out. I'm going to be honest with you right now because I don't want to waste my time and waste your time. If you don't want to put in the effort, don't do it. Simple. Yeah. As I said, it's not for everyone. So if you think it's not for you, don't bother because it's a lot of it's a lot of commitment. It's something that will change your life, not mine. So if you don't want to do it, don't force yourself. I don't want to force you. So I don't want to be chasing people to come to lesson. I don't want to be forcing you guys to do any homework. I don't want to be forcing you guys to do anything because it's not by force. All I want is commitment, discipline, and I always forget one. Yeah, discipline, commitment, and the other one. Okay, that's what I want. So I'm gonna end here. You can sense some sense of frustration because sometimes I feel like I have to chase some people to come and learn. I don't have to. So if you don't want to, don't bother. If you want to, then participate and do your homework and do the stuff that I tell you to do. Because if you're serious about it, it will change your life. If you're not, then it won't. That's simple as that. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it here and then do your homework. Come next week with your platform ready, and then we just do stuff. I'm gonna end here, and um, I'll see you guys next week. Take care.